Alright, so today we're going to be testing out the Champ personal alarm system. And what I have here is just some fishing line wound up in a figure 8 configuration, just so that it keeps straight when you unravel it. And I'm going to be using that, that's out of my emergency fishing kit here. And I'm going to be using that in conjunction with this in order to test a Tripwire signal system. And I want to see how far I can detect the sound of the Champ alarm system. And I'm going to be doing that, measuring it using the Backtrack GPS. It gives you a measure of distance from a certain waypoint, so it's going to tell us how far we are from the sound. So I have the Champ personal keychain alarm system mounted to a branch I just broke off up there. The great thing about this alarm is that it has two key rings attached to either end. And so on one end I have it attached to the broken branch. On the other I have attached here to some fishing line. And that fishing line runs all the way down the tree here, as you can see. Runs down, and it's looped. It's looped around another branch, so you're going to want a tree that has a lower hanging branch, and this line goes across to another tree over here. Not sure if you can really see that. So, and it's mounted to this tree right here. Now you're going to want to put the trip line in a place where, where there's going to be accessibility. You want to sort of funnel people into a certain direction. So, you don't necessarily want to put it in a spot where nobody's going to walk through. Obviously, if you can surround your camp with this kind of thing, but there's usually going to be only a few ways that are conveniently accessible to your campsite. So what's going to happen when somebody obviously runs into this then is the alarm system is going to engage. Like so. Pretty simple concept. Alright, so we're going to test out the Champ using the Backtrack GPS. Right now you can see we're at 0 meters. That means we're bang on the center of our waypoint. And I'm just going to hang it up in the tree there. Now, I'm being pretty generous here because we are on a ridge, and it's we are at the highest sort of point of elevation, so this is a really generous sort of test. And I'm gonna probably do another one where I'm at a lower elevation if I have the time, and if the battery on the alarm doesn't die, because it has been sitting out here in the cold weather all day. So I'm not sure if that's impacted the loudness of it. It does seem a lot less loud than when you're indoors, and I suppose that's because the sound can diffuse a bit more. But we're going to check it out. I'm going to pull the pin and we're going to start walking. So this may be a little bit of a shaky cam situation going on. So I just put the snowshoes on. So we're about 25 meters out. You can certainly hear it. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. I certainly can hear it. Now, keep in mind that is on a ridge, and there's not a whole lot of brush. We're at about 30 meters now, according to 33 meters, according to the Backtrack GPS. Still hear it. I do have a feeling the battery on that thing's gonna die. We're at about 43 meters. You can still hear it. Geez, is there ever a lot of tracks here? Animals just having a good time. You can still hear at 50 meters. And I think this backtrack GPS isn't entirely accurate. I'd say it's a little short. Now I can still hear it at 70 meters. I'm not sure you can. But it is definitely getting more faint. Beautiful day today. "79 meters, I can still hear it. It's better if you mount it higher in a tree. Still hear it at 91 meters, because obviously that's going to, the higher you put it, you can put it out of reach, then the person's not going to be able to stomp on it. 100 meters, I can still hear it. It starts to sound like a bird or something, but you can still hear it. Can just vaguely hear it now. See that there, 115 meters. And I'd say that this is the limit. I can just barely make it out. Alright, we're coming back to camp now. 30 meters away. Still hear it loud and clear. You know, it's performing quite well for the cold weather. Now, it's a pretty calm day. So, you know, I don't think there's not a lot of wind. There's not a lot of background noise to interfere with the sound. So, I mean, the conditions are optimal, is what I'm trying to say. Folks, Canadian Prepper here. Just going to do a quick unboxing or a re-unboxing of the safety siren keychain. I've already used it and tested out. Just want to show you how it comes in the package. It's made by Champ ePrep Gear, so they definitely had preparedness in mind, or personal security in the very least. And one pull trigger sounds the alarm for help, blah blah blah. Pictures of children, women with purses, women running, women on university campuses, etc. Comes with a lanyard, blah blah blah. 90 decibels loud, rubberized for secured on-slip grip. It does have a nice grip to it. There is an LED flashlight on it, and it does have a 1-year limited warranty. So when you pull it out, oh, that was easy. Obviously it's been opened before. So it does have that little light on it there. This doesn't do anything, but you know, I mean, it's not bright, but it might help you find your, you know, the place to put your keys or whatever. And the one screw there will open up the back to pop the battery out. It does take, you can see there, I'm not really familiar with these types of batteries, but battery operated 4LR41 included. So little tiny batteries. I'm going to be testing it in a cold climate, so it may not perform that well. We're going to see. And what else should I say? Well, obviously in a warmer climate, it's going to be, you're going to have some advantages in that it's probably, the battery's not going to drain as fast, but also you're going to have to worry about moisture. You're going to have to worry about sound interfering with it. Typically in winter, the sounds are quite calm. So you don't really have to worry about sounds drowning out your alarm system. So it's going to be detectable from a shorter range, or sorry, from a longer range in winter. Although that's not going to be the case in summer, it may not last as long in the winter.